Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Kim, a fairly average mum, and today I've got part 3 of my Vinted haul. So let's get cracking. Hiya, how y'all doing? I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. I've just been out and had a really nice time walking around the shops, and I came back and thought, the sun's shining, it's beautiful, let's crack on and do some videos. Right, so, yeah, I've been shopping a lot on Vinted. It's become a bit of an issue, with truth be known, right, honestly. Every time I get a spare minute, I only get half an hour, right, break through in a 10.5 hour shift at work. During that half an hour, right, there's a limit to what you're able to do, you know what I mean? So I've taken to scrolling on Vinted, okay, which is, yeah, a bit of an issue. I'm trying to restrict purchases going forward because you can get such good bargains on there. I tend to pick up quite a lot, so yeah. Anyway, prior to me restricting said purchases, I'd actually ordered quite a bit of stuff and I was waiting for it coming. So if you've not seen part 1 and part 2 of this haul, yeah, I've had to divvy it up. 1, because I had too much to put into one video, and 2, because I was waiting for all this stuff to arrive, you know. So anyway, it has arrived, so let me show you what I got, right? Yeah, I don't even know if there's going to be too much to show you all in one go here. We'll see. Anyway, right, let me put my gigs on and let's have a look what I got. Me bending down trying to pick stuff up on my left hand side is a nightmare because my arm won't stretch out, you know what I mean? Right, so I'm like trying to like manoeuvre my body. Anyway, it is what it is. Right, yo, so I bought some more face masks, right. Now these were like £4. But when you see what face masks I've got, you'll understand why they were £4. Have I got a dirty mark on this? I have, yeah, right. I thought I'd cleaned them. And I've dropped one of my face masks. Hang on. That's a bit better. Right, hang on. So, yeah. God, dropping stuff all over. Heaven help us. Right, okay. So, these are the face masks. So, I actually got some Nip and Fab ones are in this pack, right? So, that one, I think they're both the same. I have had Nip and Fab ones before, but this is Dragon's Blood Fix Plumping Mask. Both of those, right? These are quite pricey, so hence why I think this set costs £4. And the rest are all Garnier ones, are they? Yeah, I've got 4 Garnier Moisture Bomb. Now, even at Home Bargains, these are £2 a piece. So I didn't think it were bad for £4 for all those, particularly because they're really pricey. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy with those. They'll add to my collection. They're a bit more sort of pricey than the ones that the majority of my collection are, which is to say Primark. Although I do get quite a few of these from Home Bargains as well. Yeah, I do. Right, so anyway, that's my first thing. They were £4. And then I've been going nuts on makeup palettes because I don't know why. Because I'm a child at heart, okay. What it was, I had sort of got my eyeshadow palettes down and used up or hated them, so got rid of them, to the point where I literally had one elf quad which had just 4 shades in this berry colour, which I absolutely love. I do love it. But when I started seeing that they were selling, like different people were selling eyeshadow palettes on Vinted. Now, they were new, as in not used, but not new, if you see what I mean. So some of them are quite old palettes, but I'm not fussed about that. I've kept eyeshadow palettes for 10 years plus, me, right, just my own. So I'm not bothered about buying up unused ones that have got a bit of age to them, because if the powders, they don't really go bad. I know it's not ideal. I know it says on them like 24 months or something like that, so 2 years. But I don't believe all that nonsense, right? I'm happy to keep using me powder eyeshadows. So with that said, right, you'll understand, right, this is a Morphe one. I don't even know when Morphe were like popular. It's years ago now. But anyway, this one unused. It's not going to look unused now because I have in fact been using it. Look at it. Basically, 35 browns. Okay. I absolutely love it though. They're all sort of different taupey browns. It's actually 35T this, so as in taupe. And I really like taupey brown colour eyeshadows. I've done a good job since I've now got 35 of them. They are all slightly different and the majority are shimmers. I also don't believe in doing, you know, like the, what's like contemporary eyeshadow, which is to say put mattes on. Is that right? Matte colour, matte eyeshadows, right? And then one shimmer. I don't believe in all that. My face has got bigger problems than whether I'm wearing shimmers or mattes. And I prefer a shimmery colour, right? Okay, I really like a shimmery eyeshadow. When I seen this and realised that there are actually only 7 mattes in it, right? I were over the moon, right? I mind when I was doing one of me, I remember I did one of these videos where I was putting my makeup on and a lady put, I'd actually said in that video, I'm rubbish at makeup. And a lady said, you really are rubbish at makeup. And I thought, oh, words to that effect. I thought, yeah, I am. I wasn't joking when I said it. But also, I know what I like. You know, I'm of an age now where I just go with what I like. So some of these are really pretty, look. Right, they are all very browny, but they're very nice browny colours. This one here, this proper taupey colour in bottom corner here, is actually one of my favourites, right? So, they're like that. They're not super shimmery. This one's very gold, right? So, do you see what I mean? They're all very different. Well, not very different. They're all a bit different, but also equally, they're all nice sort of colours, right? So, really like that. And, yeah, let me put them on here, look. See what I mean? They're all different, right? A bit different. Okay. Have I got a wipe? Home bargain special. Right, okay. So that eyeshadow palette were £8, right? The lady wanted 10. I offered 8 and she took it, right? And I'm very, very happy with that. It's going to last me. I was saying to her pal at work and she said I'm modelling. Well, she didn't use that word, but she meant that. Right, because I said I probably don't have enough life left to use up that eyeshadow palette, but I'm going to give it a good go. Right, so anyway, that's those. Really like them. Right, I don't care if Morphe's out of favour. I actually like it. Similarly, right, I also bought this one. Right, so the two together, right, you would think, oh, she's never going to need another eyeshadow palette in her life, but that, you'd be forgiven for thinking that, but I am in fact going to show you some more eyeshadow palettes because, like I say, I'm a child and I've got into wearing eyeshadow palettes or different makeup, you know what I mean? So this one is by Beauty Bay and it's the Going Out palette, right? This were about £6, I think, this one. And what I liked about it is every one is a shimmer except the 4 corners, right, which are the mattes. Okay, so absolutely love it. But it's got some very jazzy ones in that I'm probably not going to use, these ones, unless I use them slightly under my eye as a tiny sort of dot of colour. But the majority, these are really pretty as well. That one's super sparkly. This were brand new, but I have been using it. Okay, so these are also really pretty. Let's try 3 different ones. So like those, look how pretty they are. Brilliant. £6, that's all it was. Like I say, Beauty Bay, Going Out. Bought it because it's very shimmery. Right, okay, look at that. Pretty, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? Right, once you start on this sort of sparkly, shimmery eyeshadow palette look, right, there's no going back. Mattes just don't do it for me anymore, right? So I bought those anyway. I have got clothes. And then I also bought some more of this, right, because this is my favourite moisturiser. I have got another one that I've got. This one, right, but I use it every single day. It's a day cream. I use this and then I put my sunblock on top, which is only that one, right? It's not an expensive one. It's Bondi Sands. I got it off Amazon, right? That's got 75 mils in. These have got 50 in them, right? These are worth £98 each, right? No way am I going to afford £98 each. Right, so when I seen that I could get this one, I can't remember how much the first one was, but then I saw another one that was like £10. Right, I think it was £12, but she accepted £10 for it. Right, so bought this second one because blooming heck am I going through this, right? Putting it on every single day. So I wanted to have a backup while I could still get it at a decent price. So like I say, I bought this on Vinted for about £10, I think I paid for it. Just let me wipe these colours off. Right, so yeah, very, very happy with that. And then I also bought some clothes, so I'm going to show you my clothes. Okie dokie, right. I bought a couple of pairs of trousers, right, that are brand new, okay, from Next, but obviously thrifted on Vintage, right? So this is the first pair. I'm going to try these on, right? Really, really nice. It's in this eco stuff, Eco Vero, whatever it is. Look, it's still got tag in it. And it were originally £22. But I think I paid about £5 for these, right? These are going to be great in the summer. Now, they've got this bit round the bottom, right, which I'm not overly fond of. But when I bought these, I'd seen these full price in Next, so I knew what these looked like. They've got an elasticated waist and the wide leg, but they're also long. Right, I am going to cut these and crop them. I'll try them on as they are, but just know that in a video coming soon, I'm going to be I'm going to alter some thrifted clothes that I bought for myself. These have also got pockets, quite deep pockets and all, right? Okay, really, really love them. Think they're going to be great in the summer. You know, with just a little t-shirt on. I think they're going to be fabulous, but like I say, I am going to crop them because I don't like that, and two, I much prefer a cropped leg on a patterned trouser. So that's my first pair, right? Like I say, I'm going to try these on. And my second pair are these ones, also from Next, also with a tagging, and this Eco Vero stuff, Vero, whatever it is, right? These were originally £20, and I think I paid about the same for these, about £4. So these have also got pockets and a very long leg, right? But these don't have a different pattern around the bottom. These I am also going to crop, just to make them into more my sort of thing. And then I could imagine wearing them with like a navy t-shirt and stuff, you know, in the warm weather. I mean, they're super lightweight anyway, and they're not super creasy, so perfect. But I just absolutely loved them, and I thought they were a bargain. So super happy with those. Very happy to have picked them up, because I would have hated for these to have gone into landfill when they're such nice trousers. I get the jazzy, right? But like I say, I'd wear them with like a plain t-shirt and then maybe as a plain cardigan. And just have the pattern on the legs, and because I'm going to crop them, I'm going to absolutely love those trousers. So that's 2 pairs of trousers. I'll try them on as they are, like I say. And then I got some things that are not brand new, but are still in great nick. Right, so first I got this shirt. So is this a Next one as well, or is it an M&S one? I can never remember. This is a Next blouse. Right, so it's got like a high neck. At the back, it's got a button and that opening detail, right? And it's got long sleeves. It's black with grey. Now, to be honest, when the picture of this made it look like it were blue. Okay, so when I originally bought it, I thought it were blue. But I'm not bothered that it is black. I've got loads of black pants. So it's got long sleeves and then it's got this tie detail at the bottom of the sleeves. I don't like that. So this is going to be one of the ones that I am going to change and take off that bit at the bottom of the sleeve, right? Because I just don't like it. Basically, what I'm going to do is just cut that off and stitch that round right here. So it's still going to be pretty much a long sleeve. The reason I don't like this is because when I'm eating my dinner, this ends up in it, right? I'm absolutely pants keeping these things out of my dinner, so I don't want them, basically. I don't want that on. But like I say, I'm just going to cut that off here and then hem that up. So it'll still have like a split bit here, but it won't have the dangly bits on it, you know what I mean? So it's very long in the body, and at the back it's got this yoke detail here and then sort of gathered off it. And it's got these grey, sort of different grey flowers on it. It looks to me like it's been put in a black wash, and the grey is slightly not grey. Do you know what I mean? Not the original grey. That's what it looks like. But what I'm going to do with some of these as well is bang them in some OxyClean in my bath, right? Because I find OxyClean, if you've got something that's gone in wash and it's looking a bit like, so it's sneaked into the wrong wash, or like you've got a white t-shirt and it's not quite white anymore, it's gone slightly grey or slightly off-white, right? If you bang it in a bath on its own, not in a mixed wash, you know what I mean, but on its own with some OxyClean, I find they come up brilliant. So I'm going to get myself some OxyClean and get these stuck in it, see whether it zhuzhes up the grey, because that to me, it's that flowery one that looks slightly like it's been washed with a lot of black stuff and slightly discoloured. I might be imagining it, but I'm going to give it a go with the OxyClean anyway. I'm going to make a video of me changing all these things and resurrecting them and changing them to my own style, you know what I mean? But anyway, that's by the by. I'll do that at some point in the future. Maybe next week I might film that. Yeah, probably next week I'll be filming. Right, okay. So next up I bought this. Now this is originally from New Look. I'm not overly fond on this, if I'm honest. It's in this polyester sort of viscose fabric, and the sleeves are see-through. That's not the bit that upsets me. It's in like black with these little flowers on, but look, it's like a baby doll thing. I'm not overly fond on that. I don't know whether it's the length or this frill going around it, the extra frills, or what it is. But I'm going to see whether there's something I can do with this in that video as well to make it more wearable for me, because I really, really don't want this baby doll thing. You know, like this, all this sort of slightly see-through. It's got a bit nighty vibes, but also very young looking to me is this. So I'm going to see if there's anything I can do, maybe cutting off this frill and just having it as a shorter double layered thing, so it's slightly less. Do you see what I mean? Like cutting that off and hemming it there. We'll see anyway. I'll have a think about it and see what I can do with this, and see whether I can make it more something I would wear. Because as it stands at the moment, I'm not overly fond. I'll try it on though so you can see it. And then last up for this haul, I got this, which is from Marx's, but it's from Per Una. And it's this cardigan. Now, this has clearly been worn a few times, but it's still in decent nick, you know what I mean? It's got like a short sleeve, so sort of 3/4 sleeve in this grey colour, and it's got this weave on it, and it's like a silvery grey. But what I love about it is it's got 3 buttons, but they are all different on the front. It's details like that you get on Per Una, isn't it? And then on this side, it's got this sort of bigger pattern that's like a plique on. So over the top of the checky pattern, going over the shoulder. It's really nice. Could imagine wearing this, right? I'll tell you when I'm going to wear this. This, I don't want to wear because, you know, for going out, because it feels a bit worn. But on a Friday, I don't have to wear uniform at work, right? So, but obviously I've got to wear something appropriate for work. This is going to be one of the cardigans that goes into my Friday at work wear. It's going to look really nice. I'm not going to care if it gets sort of Play-Doh stuck to it. It will come out, but if it gets Play-Doh stuck to it or anything like that, I'll feel quite smart in it, you know. I could imagine it with a sort of a longer t-shirt underneath and a pair of me like wide leg pants for work. I've got like 2 tubs for work. I've got my uniform tub, and then I've got a tub in these Kallax units over here. A tub that's got things that I would have decluttered if it wasn't for the fact that I've got a day when I can wear stuff at work that's not uniform. Okay, so an example of this is I pulled out a green cardigan that I bought, well, a year and a half ago, maybe it's 2 years ago, from Primark, and it's got 2 tiny weeny little holes in the back of it. You can't even see them unless I hold them up to the light, but I know they're there. That has now become part of my wearing on a Friday at work wear. All right, so this is probably going to make it into that tub, because I'm sure it would have looked amazing when it were brand new, but I think it's just slightly going a bit sort of bally under here and stuff, but it's not so bad. Do you know what I mean? I might buy one of those things that shaves off bally bits as well, right? So that, yeah, so it'll be really nice, you know what I mean? It'll be even better, but it'll probably make it into that drawer. But anyway, I've rambled on enough, so what I'm going to do is go away and try these on. I'll insert the try-ons now, and then I'll come back to you. What a combination, right? I look like I've I've just thrown anything on. Right, okay, let's start with the top. This is an out and out no from me. I did not realise that this had these gaps going down both sleeves. Yeah, no. Right, so all my talk of like shortening this and one thing and another, no chance. I am not going to wear this. So sadly, this is an out and out no. It's just, I can't, honestly. I don't like things that have got these like holes. I don't like cold shoulder things or anything that's got this sort of sleeve. No way. Right, so this is an out and out no from me. The trousers look like a pair of pajamas. I'm just going to retrieve my big knickers. Right, okay. Right, the trousers look like a pair of pajamas because they're way too long in the leg. Right, they are long legged, but I think cropped, like I always say, crop them and they won't look like pajamas. They will look like a pair of summer trousers. I think that these are on Vinted because nobody wants to wear a trouser that looks like a pair of pajamas, you know, whereas crops, I don't think they would. So yeah, I think that's what will revive and retrieve these, but there's no retrieving this for me because I don't want holes down the arms. No matter how well it fits me, I don't want this. So this is a no, and these are a yes. A look for my thrift flip videos going forward, because I am definitely going to be shortening these. Absolutely, and I suspect I'll have the same issue with the other ones. So yeah, let's try those on actually with an equally not matching top. Okay, but it's a no and a yes once I've shortened them. Equally another bizarre combo. In fact, this is going to look even more like nighty vibes because the top looks like a nighty and the bottoms look like pajama bottoms, right? These equally trousers need cropping. I'm falling over, right? Need cropping. I just think they're too long, right? I don't honestly know who these were made for. Somebody super tall these were made for. It don't even say they're a 14 tall, it just says a 14. So goodness knows how long the tall ones were. But I love this pattern, but I will love it even more as a cropped pair. So I'm going to crop these in a video coming soon, and we'll see what they look like. Okay, similarly this top, right now this fits fine, but there's no way I am going to wear this with this frill around the bottom. So I am going to crop all this off, cut it all off, hem it, and then it will just be to here, right? It'll still flare out, but it'll be a much shorter, less flamboyant shirt. I may even cut this bit off here cut the cuff bit that goes round here, you know, the edging bit that goes round here, and just make these a little bit shorter, so that some of the frills and furbelows that are this top disappear, right? Because I think there's just too much going on with this top, and as a consequence it's giving it very strong nighty vibes. We'll cut these and this off, and with the trousers, crop them, right? Okay, it's an out and out no as they are, but once I've got a pair of scissors to them, I think it's going to be a whole load better. Now, just because I don't think I've got enough patterns going on, I'm going to put the cardigan over the top, right, and we'll see what that looks like. Let's just have a look at this. This is defo going into my wearing on a Friday cardigan arrangements, right, definitely, right. So this has got like 3/4 sleeves. Oh wow, look at all these, look at the combos. Oh, if somebody had given me the brief, pick out 3 things that absolutely would never go together in a million years, these would have been the 3 things I'd have picked out, you know what I mean? But anyway, I actually really like the little cardigan. It's a bit like a jacket, but it just because it's been worn slightly a lot. That can you be slightly a lot? It's been worn a lot. Right, it's going into my workwear for a Friday. Right, I like this little bit, even that detail's really cute. And I love the fact that all the buttons are different, you know. It's actually really nice. It feels like a combination between a cardigan and a jacket, you know. I really like this. I think all of my stuff I will be keeping except the shirt with the splits going down here. But I've got a lot of sewing to do to make them wearable for myself. I'm looking forward to doing the video though, where I change things up. So I'll show you the before and afters and what I'm doing to them. I'm excited to do that. But anyway, right, those are all my things, so I'm going to hand you back. Thank goodness I don't have to sew an eyeshadow palette, you know what I mean? God, oh my goodness, I've given myself some right tasks. Right, I'll hand you back. I've just had to put some more lippy on and try and like get my parting back to some semblance of order, because I had bits of hair going this, that and the other way just from trying on clothes. Okay, right, so yeah, my things, what am I thinking? I've got loads of sewing I need to do, haven't I? Right, so it's shortening 2 pairs of trousers, trying to sort out that baby doll top, right. We'll see how I feel about that one, right? Just because there's a lining layer, and also the outer layer feels like nylon, so it's quite hard to sew. So I'll see about that, whether I can do it or not, right? Whether I can be bothered doing it. That's what I mean. I can do it, but it's just whether I can be bothered doing it. But I'm definitely going to shorten both pairs of trousers. The grey top shirt with the holes down, absolutely not. No way am I wearing that, not a chance. So that one will either be donated to the charity shop, or I'll see whether our Rose wants to sell it and get the couple of quid back. I love her, you know, she can have it. Like, that's what I always do. I just give her the stuff, and if she can make any money out of it, fabulous. But yeah, I think those are all my things really. The grey cardigan-y jacket thing, absolutely love that. If I can find that in a better condition somewhere else on Vinted, I might rebuy that as in better condition. But as it stands at the moment, it's just going to, like I say, go into my workwear for a Friday, and I'll be really pleased about it, because I won't care what it looks like, and I won't care whether it gets anything on it either. But if I can give it a little bit more life, you know, eke it out a bit longer so it doesn't have to go in the bin for a while yet, then I'm happy to do that. But as with all my things, But anyway, that's everything for today. If you've liked this video, please give us a like. It really helps us out. And if you like this kind of content, you might want to consider subscribing. I've left all my details in the description box just in case you want to contact me for any reason. But thank you very much for taking a few moments out of your day to spend with me. Bye!